So, sixth graders, last time in the lesson 11.4, we talked about modeling equations and modeling solutions and then proving the solution. Okay? And these are the things that we worked on. This is what you have to be able to do in order to solve an equation. You have to understand, and these are part of the rules for solving. Okay? You have to understand that if you add something to one side, you have to add the same number to the other side. It's one of the rules of algebra. One of the rules of solving. You can't just add a number to one side and ignore the other side. You have to add the same number to both sides. Okay? Second thing, to solve an equation, you have to get the variable by itself. And then you have to remember that positive plus negative equals 0. What we're talking about is opposites. So positive 5 plus negative 5 equals 0. Positive 3 plus negative 3 equals 0. Or negative 3 plus positive 3 equals 0. Or in this case, look at this example. Solve the equation. N plus 24 equals 52. Okay? On the same side as with n is the number 24. So let's divide this equation into two sides. So you know that we have to get the n by itself on the left side. What do you add to 24 to get rid of it?
24.
24 plus 24?
Oh, to get rid
To get rid of
24.
it. We have to get rid of it. We have to add its opposite. We have to add negative 24. What's 24 plus negative 24?
0.
0. So n plus 0 is on the left side. And what's the rule? Ariana? Right, what did we add to the left side? No, right here. Negative 24. We have to add negative 24 to the right side then. What's 52 plus negative 24? Emily? 52 plus negative 24. You wrote it down already. Or it says it up here. What is it? 28. Yep. So if n plus 0 is 28, then what is n? 28. That proves it. If n plus 0 is 28, then n is 28. That's how you prove the solution. And here's how you check it. If you substitute 28 in for n, then you have this equation. Is that true? Yes. That's what you'll be doing today, is adding a number to both sides in order to solve the equation and prove the solution. Okay? Alex?
Wouldn't it be just a lot easier to do n plus 24 equals 52, and you just find out what n is just by like doing it in your head, because it's like an easy math problem?
Except, Alex, that's not what we're doing. I gave you the solution. What you're learning how to do is prove the solution. Okay? It's very different than just finding the answer. You're proving the answer by following the rules of the game. Okay? Just like a lawyer has to prove their client is innocent or guilty by following the rules of court. That's what we're doing. You're learning a process. Okay? Liz?
Couldn't you prove it just by subtracting 24 from 52?
But then you'd still have 24 on the left side. If you only subtract 24 from 52 on the right side, then you still have 24 on the left side.
But then that would figure out what x is.
No, it doesn't, because x, you would say then that x plus 24 is 28. If you don't get rid of the 24, then it's still there. Okay, that's why you have to get rid of the 24 first. Let's do some more examples, all right? This is your assignment for today. And I went ahead and drew these lines on the assignment so that you could see that there are two sides of an equation you have to deal with. You can't just deal with one side. You have to deal with both sides. Okay? Daria.
But sorry, I just got it ready, you know? Like, you, okay, so, you would add this, I don't really get add the same number of both sides, so you would do 27.
No, let's do number one together and see if you start to see the pattern. Okay? So, on the left side, you have the x and you have 13. On the right side, you have 27. When you're solving it, you always start on the side with the variable. Everyone? You okay? You always start on the side with the variable. Which side is that? Lindsay. Left side or right side? Start on the left side. We have to get rid of the 13. That's the first step in solving that. How do you get rid of the 13? Brett? How do you get rid of the 13 so you get the x by itself? We say you add negative 13? Yes. You add negative 13. So you have 0. Now on the left side you have x plus 0. And whatever you do on the left side, you have to do on the right side. Abby?
Add negative 13 to 27.
Yep. Add negative 13. What's 27 plus negative 13? Carson? 7 minus 3. And 2 minus 1. 14. Yep. That proves x equals 14. Because x plus 0 equals 14. Once you have the variable plus 0, you have proven that variable is what the other side is. Okay? What? It's not very hard. The process is not very hard. Once you kind of get it, you have to show it each time, because you have to prove the solution. Remember, the answer is not just, you can't just put something on one side. You have to find the solution and prove what it is. So let's go to this one. Start on the side with the variable. And how do you get rid of 14? Cool?
Add negative 14.
Great. So add negative 14. What do you do on the other side? Also add negative 14. Abby, what are we, how do we find the answer then? You add them. Negative 16 plus negative 14. What's negative 16 plus negative 14, Alex?
Negative 2. I mean,
Negative 30. It's negative plus negative. And if c plus 0 is negative 30, that means c is negative 30. We have proven our solution. Okay? Let's do the next one. Make sure that you're showing your work for each one. You have to prove the solution. This part, the work part, is the solving, where it says solve solving means proving the solution, okay? It's not just writing the solution, it's proving it. So you have to show how you got it. You have to get rid of the 21 on this side. We have to start on the side with the variable. Always start on the side with the variable. Nate, what would you add?
-21.
Yep. Add -21 to this side. So D plus 0 equals something.